How's it going, bros? It's Noble. That's gonna be my new catchphrase if you didn't know. It's totally original, trust me. Anyways, we have a pretty jam-packed video today as we're gonna be discussing the man, the myth, the YouTube money-making machine himself, MrBeast, and his new product, that being Lunchly. Now, what exactly is Lunchly, you might be asking? Well, it's kind of like a Lunchable, but a MrBeastified version of it. And while we're at it, a KSI'd and overhauled version of a Lunchable as well. They have a pretty wholesome goal as well, as they want to make a healthier version of the Lunchable for kids to eat. Now, isn't that just swell? Well, maybe not as much as you think, as you have to remember, this is the same guy that changed the ingredients of his chocolate bar so he can make way more money while disregarding his mission statement, which was to make a healthier chocolate bar. That was the initial mission statement of Feastables, but when he changed the ingredients, when he changed the product, he made it way more unhealthier than a Hershey's bar, and he's profiting way more from it. I tried it. It was subpar, and that's kind of an understatement. I haven't tried the new stuff though, so maybe the new stuff is better. But regardless, he abandoned his mission statement of making it healthier. So this is the type of guy we're dealing with here. Someone that is very money focused and quite frankly doesn't really care about the health of children all that much, even if that's his mission statement for this new product. Let's not forget this guy is also knee-deep in other controversies as well, ranging from faking his videos to, like I mentioned before, the whole Feastables scandal, to like promoting gambling to kids. So this guy isn't off the hook of that either. And some people are actually saying that he's just doing this whole Lunchly thing so it can distract people from the fact that he is even in this controversy to begin with. But I think going back to this whole theme of health, let's look at their website real quick, because they have a page on how they stack up to name brands, which when they say name brands, they're talking about Lunchables pretty much, as you'll see further down this page. But you know, you can see the logo, leading brand, Lunchly, flavorful combos, it's red, it's vibrant, here it's gray, it's dull, no one wants this stuff. Look at this marketing right here. I'll say this, you know, respect where respect is due. MrBeast, he is a genius when it comes to marketing. I mean, you can see that with his own thumbnails, you know, his thumbnails are amazing, you know, I mean, they attract tens of millions of views per video. So this guy knows what he's doing in terms of marketing. I mean, just look at these emojis, look at the background, the contrasting colors from pink to yellow. It's great. But here's where the real kicker comes in, right? Because he actually compares the lunches to each other with Lunchables. So as you can see, the protein's the same, but look at the calorie difference. 80 calories less in the Lunchly, way more electrolytes, and way less sugar. Now you may be saying to yourself, wow, this is great, wow. Like, he is making a much healthier option to Lunchables. I mean, 80 less calories, 30 is not that big of a difference. 90 less calories, not to mention the less sugar and more electrolytes and more protein. But this is all misleading is what I'm getting to, because first off, even though it's less, it's still really unhealthy. Not to mention, like I said, the new Feastables is very unhealthy. And Feastables is part of the lunch for Lunchly, as I'll show you in a little bit, and you'll see what I mean. But it's not necessarily healthy. It's just healthier. But the thing is, it's only healthier than cherry-picked examples. And I'll show you what I mean, because if you go to the Lunchables website, let's say you go to pizza, right? So for pizza, we know that Lunchables are more calories and less sugar and yada yada yada, right? But if you go here, right? Yes, that is true for, I think it was this one. For this one, yeah, 390 calories, 13 grams per protein. Yeah, I think this is where they took it off of, which was this one. But the thing you have to realize is they have many different types of flavors when it comes to even like sub flavors for pizza. So if we go to pizza and we go to this one, now look at the difference. 330 calories. That's a 60 calorie difference. And I know that the ingredients are a little different, and that one didn't have pepperoni, but we can even go to the nachos. So if we go to the nachos and we go to this one, 450 calories, which does match this lunch right here. But again, all you need to do is go back to the nachos, select a different nacho. We'll just do this one. This is nachos as well, you know. Nachos like the other one, but this one's 330 calories. To overview this, or to go over this again, one, they're not healthy, they're just healthier, but also two, they're only healthier than cherry-picked examples. So again, like I said, marketing. you would never bat an eye with this packaging. It's so nice and vibrant, you know. I mean, the Lunchly logo pops out. The Lunchables is kind of dull and kind of blends in with the background. And yes, I'll give him that. The marketing is really good, but it's also really good at hiding some things that the consumers will want to know, especially because this is an item targeted towards children, if I didn't mention that already. So I'm at the homepage of the Lunchly website right now, and as we can see, Lunchlys are packed with a Prime and a MrBeast Feastables on top of whatever the main snack is, whether that's pizza or nachos or turkey and ham. And let's not forget too that Prime isn't the healthiest thing either. I already talked about Feastables a little bit, but Prime, it's not that healthy as well. And honestly, this wouldn't be the biggest issue if it weren't for the fact that this was targeted towards children, and also the fact that they're marketing this as a healthier alternative, as I'll show you right here.
Has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese. So 30 less calories, 3 less grams of fat, and 8 less grams of sugar.
But I think you heard a lot from me. Quite frankly, maybe a little too much. I can blabber a little longer than I should sometimes. So let's go see what the internet thinks of this, because we can always trust the internet's opinion. Right, guys? All right, and as I'm scrolling, I mean, this is like mostly negative, what I'm seeing. I'm seeing little Timmy taking a bite of his Lunchly on the first day of school. If I'm a teacher and I see students eating Lunchly, I'm calling CPS. Me 2 seconds after opening a package of Lunchly. You can see a common theme with all these memes. Just people are gonna eat it and it's just gonna be the most horrendous processed thing imaginable. Okay, this one was kind of unexpected, right? Because DanTDM, the Diamond Minecart himself, got into this drama, and he never gets into dramas like these. So it'll be interesting to see what he says. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money? Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. And as you can see the Lunchly post under his, I think he retweeted it. I'm not sure how Twitter works, but you can see he's clearly responding to Lunchly. Now this is interesting because at first glance it's like, this is selling stuff for the sake of making money, and you're like, well, yeah, Dan, that's like literally business in a nutshell. The point of a business is to sell stuff. I think what he's trying to say though is that as a YouTuber, you know, you're supposed to be in this community with your fans. You're not just a traditional business. You're more than that. You have influence, and at this point, they're just selling stuff to make money, and that's not what YouTube used to be about. I think that's what he's saying, because you have to understand that the Diamond Minecart, he started just making Pokemon card videos on YouTube like 12, 13 years ago. Like, he just did it for fun, and, you know, he blew up and started to take it more seriously, but he started just for fun. And I feel like a lot of these YouTubers these days, they do it, they're so business focused, which I guess I can't really blame them for that, because, you know, I get it. I view YouTube as a business as well, somewhat, you know? A lot of it, actually, not just somewhat. I mean, I love doing this, but I'll admit, I would love to, you know, make it as a YouTuber and be able to live off an income from it, you know? So I get it. But this is kind of disgusting, because, again, your target audience is children, and you're just selling it to make a profit just for your own gain. You're just consumed by this business mindset, this hustle mindset. Like, MrBeast, I think he's like a billionaire. Logan Paul, $120 million, I believe. KSI, probably tens of millions of dollars. Like, these guys, they don't need the money. And I get it that, like, you always want more money, right? But it shouldn't come at the cost of your fans. As if your career is built on your fans and on your audience as a YouTuber, you can't do that to them. So I do agree with DanTDM, even though at first it does look kind of like a shallow argument he is using. All right, so the biggest question is, will Lunchly be a success? And yeah, it's gonna be huge, man. Every single kid is gonna buy it and probably collect it the same way that Prime was collected, in my opinion. It's going to be a huge brand. It's definitely going to compete with Lunchables. I don't know if it's actually going to beat out Lunchables. I mean, Feastables is still a lot smaller than Hershey's at this moment. And a lot of the sales for Feastables and for Prime, well, not as much Prime. Prime's kind of good on its own, but for Feastables, a lot of it is driven directly by MrBeast promoting it online. But if he doesn't promote it, like with the socials and on his YouTube channel, its growth isn't that good. Whereas for Prime, they're able to naturally grow and not just rely on like social media marketing. So we'll see where this goes, but I think for sure, I mean, these guys are huge. Logan Paul is he's a celebrity at this point. KSI is a borderline celebrity. MrBeast is one of the most famous people on this planet. So it's going to be a success. Every single kid is going to buy it. So what do we even make of this? I mean, these guys are probably going to dominate the market, and child obesity is probably just going to be driven higher because of this product. I mean, Lunchly it's not a healthy product. It might be healthier than Lunchables, maybe, but it's still an unhealthy product. And there's not really much we can do at the moment, you know? Actually, the more I think about it, I think we can have a pretty important role in this. And I think this comes down to educating parents, because parents, they're probably not watching MrBeast that often. They're surely not watching KSI or Logan Paul. And they probably just don't know about this. They probably, you know, hear their child say, "Mom, Dad, I want Lunchly now." And they're like, "Okay, son," or "Okay, daughter." And they go to the store and they'll buy it, right? And if they hear in the media that it's a healthier alternative, then what do you know? Even better. But it's important that we do educate them on the matter, and we do keep making videos like this so people will see that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And, you know, just because you have this really good marketing, you know, all these bright, vibrant colors, that doesn't mean that the product is just like this miracle product. No, nothing exists like that. And in this case scenario, the packaging is actually hiding a lot of the kind of ugly truth behind this. So yeah, we just got to keep educating people. We got to make sure the parents know what their children are going to eat, you know? And while we're at it too, you know, maybe parents can spend more time with their children and not just let them scroll the internet just looking at who knows what, you know? Because I think that's another problem in society, but maybe I'll make a video on that another day. Anyways, that's really all.